tell you about the mark of the beast and the Antichrist real quick. Okay, mark of the beast is going to be a global world system that you won't be able to participate in unless you reject Jesus Christ. This system you won't be able to buy, trade, or sell unless you have the mark of the beast. And then if you don't become a part of it, they'll kill you and your family and all that stuff. So one thing about the mark of the beast is they have this chip called the RFID chip, which is radio frequency ID chip. The Lord identified through his prophets that is the mark of the beast, and you can't accept it. You can't let them implant it in you. No, don't let them put it in you as a tattoo. Don't ingest it, and don't let them implant it in your right hand. Like the Bible says in Revelation, said no man will buy, trade, or sell without the mark. And then they get the mark of the beast in their right hand and in their forehead. That's what the word of God says. And it says that any man that takes the mark of the beast, you're gonna come down with these grievous sores, and also God's not gonna let you into heaven, because that's the ultimate form of treason. This RFID chip, it's a GMO, so if you take it, it's going to kill you. Eventually, the chip is going to kill you itself, and so you'll lose your life, and on top of that, you'll lose your soul. So the Antichrist, he's going to be a flesh man that's going to come on the scene, and he's going to be having supernatural powers that he gets from the devil, and he's going to be able to do miracles right in front of you. And so he's going to go into the temple over there in Jerusalem and pretend to be God and all that stuff like that. So this guy, I mean, when he comes on the scene, he's going to be a smooth talker. Everybody's going to be in love with him, because at first he's going to be uniting all the religions and bringing about world peace and all that stuff. And then the aliens, the UFOs, which are really demons posing as aliens, are going to come down and confirm him. Like, yeah, this is the guy and this is God and we're on God's side and all this bunch of nonsense. Let me tell you how the real God comes back. When Jesus Christ returns back, he ain't doing world peace. He's coming back as a conqueror, and first thing he does, he burns up his enemies with fire that comes out of his mouth from the word. His word sets people on fire. The word coming from Jesus cuts like a sword and devours up all his enemies. And people that's all underground, those Satanists, they're going to be trying to hide out and all that stuff, and they ain't going to be able to hide out, because they're going to see him coming even through the rock. So he's going to make sure of that. So that's how the real Jesus Christ comes back. He comes back as a God that's putting fire on his enemies. It won't be no mistakes. But before that, there's going to be false Christ and rising up like fake Jesus Christ, and then the Satanists and all these enemies going to be saying, yeah, we got Jesus in the secret place, come with us and we're going to show you Jesus and all that stuff. It's going to be fake. But the real Jesus, ain't nobody got to go show you the real Jesus, because when he comes, every eye is going to see him at the same time. So there's no mistake. That's the most grand entrance there is. So don't fall for any of that other stuff. Don't fall for the Antichrist pretending to be God, because he got a little bit of powers that he got from the devil and technology, because they with Project Bluebeam, they can make holograms of any religious figure that you want to think of just to fool you. So don't fall for any of that stuff. If they tell you can't eat and we're going to kill your children or we're going to do all this and that, hey, you still can't deny Jesus. You got to hang on to Jesus no matter what, because guess what? Jesus Christ died for us. You know, he took our penalty on the cross. You know, where all of us have sinned and was worthy of you know, the ultimate punishment. But Jesus said, hey, I'll take their punishment for them. He said that to the Father. So he took our place on the cross so that we can have a chance to live with God and Jesus in heaven. So we can't wimp out and we can't deny him just so we can eat food or feed our family or save our own lives. You know, that's a coward move. So we can't do that. And if you do that, it's unforgivable. And don't think you're going to take the mark of the beast and then try to cut it off you later on and stuff, because that thing ties into your nervous system. So once you have it, they can pretty much control you. You know what I mean? So if you have it, it's it. That's a wrap. You know what I mean? And then they can control you just like a robot. You won't be able to repent. And if you ain't doing what they said, they can send a signal to that chip and it'll cause you great pain in your body. So do not take the RFID chip. Do not take the mark of the beast. Hang on to Jesus with all you got. And don't fall for no fake Jesuses, no false Jesus. Because Jesus ain't going to come back as no flesh man and be hiding out in some secret place or some flesh Jesus, somebody walking around. No. When the real Jesus Christ come back, he come back as God. And the first thing he's doing is burning up his enemies. He came peaceful the first time. And what did they do to him? They killed him. They murdered him. They were jealous of him. You know what I mean? So this stuff is getting pretty serious. Alright? So I'll tell you about the Noahide laws. The Noahide laws put teeth behind the mark of the beast system. Because the Noahide laws came from the Sanhedrin. The Sanhedrin is the same punks that killed Jesus back in his day. Those losers. They murdered Jesus because they was jealous of him, because Jesus was doing the good thing. He wasn't doing all that fake religion like you see in these fake churches now. That's all Joel Osteen kind of churches, just garbage, just not even preaching the word, just telling you what you want to hear, not preaching against sin, just being losers. So, nah, Jesus came with the real word back then, and they hated him, and all those losers, they killed him. So today the Sanhedrin came with this thing called the Noahide laws. The Noahide laws is a bunch of laws. They sound like they make sense at first, but when you dig deep into it, one of the things about it is, if the worship of Jesus Christ to the Noahide laws is considered idolatry, punishable by death. So that's how they'll be able to threaten you. And all that stuff gonna work with this fake religious holy Joe called the Antichrist. When the real Christ comes back, he's going to burn that sucker up. And then all those world powers that's trying to fight against Jesus Christ, like he's a bad alien or something, he's going to wipe them out. He's going to mop the floor with them. You know what I mean? So, let's tell you, man, aliens and all that stuff, it's all local. They're not from faraway planets and all that. That's a bunch of garbage. Everything, we are in a closed system. Everything, the planets are all within the Earth. The Earth is the biggest. The Earth is bigger than the sun, the moon, and everything. The Earth is the biggest thing. The Earth is bigger than the planets. Everything, God set up everything around the world, the Earth. Everything is set up around the Earth like a clock. The whole system is a closed system, and it runs like a clock. So ain't no aliens from faraway galaxies coming here and talking about they created us and all this garbage. They're fallen angels, and they have, when they had sex with human women, they caused giants to be in the earth. And when the giants died, their spirits roamed the world as demons. This is what the demons come from. So these little fake alien, little light bulb head looking losers with the big black eyes, they're creating them down there in labs. So they can have a body. All that body is an interface for demons, and a demon controls that thing. And then down there in the underground bases, they got species that they're creating, mixing animal and human hybrids, and they're gonna bring them out and say these are aliens from other worlds. They're from other planets and all this junk, and they're making them underground. You know what I mean? They ain't from faraway galaxies. That's just to bring that out to fool you. That's why they give you all these movies, Avatar and all this garbage, and all this aliens, light bulb head dudes stealing people and kidnapping people in the saucers and all that stuff. So the people that's being taking on the saucers and all that crap, all this anti-gravity crafts that we can make. Anyway, when they get taken on the craft and they see that they're going up, they never go into outer space. They always go up and they go down under the water in the ocean, or they go underground. So that's letting you know that whole thing with the aliens is local. It's all local. It ain't far away. And none of that. Okay? So just letting you know what time it is, so you won't be fooled and all this stuff like this. So just get ready and just hang on to Christ with all you got. Learn that Bible, because the Word of God has power against demons. You know what I mean? The demons can't do anything without permission. They have to get permission either from you, from your sins, or from God. And the only reason they want you to sin, the demons, is so they can attack you. You get tattoos on your body. That's an interface. That's an attack point for demons. Demons can attack. That's why they want you to get tattoos. So you ain't supposed to get tattoos according to the Word of God. You know what I mean? So all this stuff is knowledge for you, and let all these things that I'm telling you right now, let it be a blessing to you. Let it be seeds that spring up later, so you won't be fooled with some smooth talker giving it. They're gonna bring out cures that. Okay, let's check this out. They're gonna bring out cures that give this Antichrist dude the credit, like he came up with it, or like the fallen angels, or all these aliens, like they came up with it. Listen, it's human beings right now making cures for everything, left and right. And so the Satanists come up, they show up, they give these people money, and then they take these cures and hide them and shelve them. Or they murder the people that won't sell out. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's all a big old plan. It's just a big old plan. And they've been planning it out forever. So the big battle's on right now. The patriots and the good guys and God's forces against the Satanists. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on right now in the world. So just learn Psalm 91, be able to say it in the face of the enemy. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love God with all you got, because he died for you. He gave up everything for you. He was so serious about you, his love for you, that he left his throne. The king left his throne and died for his people, just to give you a chance to go to heaven to live with him. What other king done that? What other so-called God did that? None of them. They either want you to kill for them or something like that. But our God died for us. That's big. That's huge. You know what I mean? That's the real deal right there. That's the God I serve. And this God is about love your neighbor as you love yourself. Bless those that curse you. Pray for your enemies. Come on now. Come on now. So that's the real deal right there. It's all about love. If you ain't got love, true love, you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? And God, you know what he did? He made Adam and Eve. He didn't make Adam and Steve. You know what I mean? So anything that's you're feeling like you want to be a woman and you're a man, or you're a man, you want to be a woman, don't you know that they put stuff in the soil to make you feel that way? Chemicals on purpose. I think it's one's called atrazine, and they sprayed it on all the crops. And this chemical, it causes male frogs to produce eggs and ovaries and wanna be with other male frogs. And then in males, human males, it makes your body produce estrogen. So this is why you're born feeling this way. It was all done on purpose. It was all done on purpose. But guess what? We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you know what's going on. So you gotta repent. Repent of what you're doing, and just ask God to heal you, and just know what's being done to you. These things are being done to you on purpose, and that's why you're feeling that way. Because the reason that they want to promote that stuff anyway is because they're trying to reduce the population. They want to play God. They think they're God. They don't want to listen to God and his word, the Bible, but they want to play God themselves. See what I mean? They're hypocrites, and they get to decide who lives and dies. They got this stuff, the Georgia Guidestones, where they got all this stuff written on the Georgia Guidestone. Oh, we got to keep the population down to less than 1 billion or whatever it is. So what? They're the ones that get to live? How do they get to decide that they are worthy to live, and all the rest of us, they look at us as weeds and stuff like that? So look, that's the enemy side. So you got to get with it, get right, get on God's side, get on God's team side, and that's the Jesus Christ team side. Read that King James Bible, baby, because that's what's he gave you instructions on how to make it to heaven. You know what I mean? Follow the 4 Gospels. Christ showed you what to do in the 4 Gospels. You know what I mean? People say, oh, Christianity killed this and that. No, we didn't. Catholics did that. And back in them days, the Catholics came along and they was killing anybody that wouldn't convert to them, and they were killing us if they caught us reading the Bible. They didn't want us to read the Bible. They wanted us to follow their nonsense and their traditions. You know what I mean? I'm talking about back then, the ones that was killing us. I'm not talking about the Catholics today that believe in Jesus. You know what I mean? Because many of them gonna be in heaven. But you gotta know your history and stuff like that, and you gotta know what happened. When you follow somebody, you want to call yourself a Christian, you follow somebody, that means you follow the teachings of your leader. Jesus Christ is our leader and our Lord. What did he teach? He didn't teach killing. Him and his disciples, they didn't kill not one person. Not one person. Okay? So it says, thou shalt not kill. What that means is, thou shalt not murder. That's what that means. It don't mean thou shalt not kill. It means thou shalt not murder. So self-defense, you know, you have to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You know, God didn't make you as a doormat, but you got to use common sense, you got to use discernment, and you got to use love, and you got to use mercy. You know what I mean? You're not going to let somebody run up in your house and harm and rape your family. You're going to defend at all costs. You know what I mean? And that's what that means. You know? So just got to use common sense, people. You know? And, you know, y'all have it. Just use it. You know, we all got it. We all got gifts. We all got talent. So I just want you guys to know that I love y'all. Don't be offended with me because I'm telling you this because I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell you nothing. You know what I mean? Because I don't like all that static and, oh, somebody getting mad because I told them something that's trying to help them. No, you know, if I didn't care, because of that, I wouldn't tell you anything and let you just go ahead on and just worry about myself and just worry about me going to heaven and just say, forget y'all because y'all too hard-headed and y'all fuss back too much. So no, I ain't worried about all that. I'm going to tell you anyway, and that's true love. Well, I'll put up with whatever you throw my way because that's true love, just to tell you the truth, just so you can have a chance in heaven. When you can see me in heaven, shake my hand and say, thank you, Brother Eric. Thank you for telling me that stuff, man. You know, you made me mad at first, but hey, I'm here in heaven right now because what you said planted a seed in me, and I thought about it, and boom, here I am. Thank you, brother. So that's That's what I want to see in the end, right there. You know what I mean? So don't be getting mad and all that stuff. Just, hey, look at the word, man. You know, listen, the devil controls information, okay? He controls the information. I mean, think about it. Right there in the Bible, it says the devil took Jesus up to a high mountain and showed him all the kings of the world, all the kingdoms of the world, and told Jesus, if you bow down and worship me, I'll give you all them kingdoms, okay? So that means that Satan hijacked them kingdoms, and that's how he offered it to Jesus. You know what I mean? Trying to tempt Jesus with those kingdoms that he hijacked. You know, so he controls information. So that's why they're teaching you nonsense in school. Everything they try to teach you in school is against the Bible, because these enemies, these devils, they want you to die. They want you to go to hell with them. You know, the demons, they already condemned and they just want company. That's what it's all about. Satan just wants company. So that's why everything that's being taught is to go against the Bible, so you won't have a chance. That's what it is. You got to wake up and see what the game is. That's the game right there in a nutshell. I broke it down for you, okay? So that's what's going on, people. All right? God bless y'all. Hugs and kisses from Jesus and all that good stuff like that, and peace.
To Arlington, right after this timeout.
Bible prophecy warns of a flesh man coming on the scene with supernatural powers that he got from the devil. Well, he will use these supernatural powers to do miracles in the sight of men, and these miracles he will use to fool the entire world into thinking that he's God or Jesus Christ, or try to replace Christ. Let me tell you about the mark of the beast and the Antichrist real quick. The Antichrist is going to be somebody that's going to be 100 times worse than Hitler. But when he starts out, he's going to be a beautiful speaker, mesmerizing in appearance, and a man of peace. That's how he's going to present himself. And he's going to unite all the world's religions under him. And he's going to pretty much form a religious dictatorship that will kill anybody that doesn't bow down to him. First on his list will be to kill Christians, to take the place of Jesus Christ, and to claim that he's God. He's going to sit in the temple over in Jerusalem and pretend to be God. Well, his system is going to be financial, economic, and all that, and you won't be able to be a part of that system unless you take an oath to him and reject all your former faiths like Christianity and whatever else you believed in. And if you ain't willing to do that, he'll threaten your family and threaten your kids and threaten your mom to kill them first in front of you and then kill you. But if you're a Christian, you know that you got to stick with Christ no matter what, even if it means death, because Christ died for us. He gave us his all, just so we could have a chance to live with him in heaven. So this mark of the beast and Antichrist, it has teeth behind it, because in 1991, these laws were introduced to the U.S. from the Sanhedrin called the Noahide laws, and there's 7 of them. But as you go deeper into these Noahide laws, one of the tenets is, if you will not renounce Jesus Christ, the penalty is death, because worshiping Jesus Christ to the Sanhedrin and the Noahide laws is considered idolatry, and so they'll murder you. The Sanhedrin is the same guys back in the Bible days that conspired against and murdered Jesus, because they were jealous of Jesus, because Jesus was like an innovator, where they was all about that religion and exploiting people. But Jesus Christ came with the true faith, which was a family-based doctrine, where you have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ is the Son. He's our Redeemer, he's our healer, he's our everything, and he came to earth from heaven to show us how to do it. And the difference between him and all these other false gods is Jesus Christ is the only God that said he wasn't too good to die for his servants. So he left his throne in heaven and came down here and died, took our penalty on the cross, because we were sinners and we were worthy of whatever punishment we were supposed to get by the bad things we've done. But Christ said, you know what, Father, I'll take their punishment for them, and if they follow me, I'll lead them to heaven. So leave them in my hands. So Christ is like our lawyer, our defender, our everything, because Satan, all he does is accuse us of all the bad things we do. He's like, hey God, look at what they're doing. They're just like me, so I get to take them into hell. But Christ said, hey, if they follow me, my blood is on them, so they're mine, and I can take them with me to heaven. So that's what the deal is with Jesus Christ and this mark of the beast and Antichrist system. This Antichrist figure, he's going to have supernatural powers, and all that. He's going to have everything that he needs from the devil to fool mankind. But just know, if you're a Christian, you can't go along with him just to save your life or to eat or anything like that, because if you do, God will reject you and you won't be able to go to heaven. So you have to hold on no matter how hard it gets. So it's letting everybody know about the Antichrist and the beast system. Alright guys, make the right choice. God bless you and I love you. Yeah, I received an update today on the mark of the beast, and from a prophet of God, and she was telling me about, the Lord was letting her know about the RFID chip, that goes in conjunction with the mark of the beast. Do not take it. Do not let them inject you with it. Do not let them give it to you as a tattoo, and do not ingest it, like taking it like a tablet orally. Don't take it at all, because taking the mark of the beast is unforgivable by God. He will not forgive you at all if you take the mark of the beast. And also that RFID chip, it is a GMO, so once it's in you, it's also gonna kill you, and then on top of that, you lose your soul too, to hell. So have nothing to do with RFID chip. I don't care how much convenience they tell you it's gonna be and all this. Just don't take it. Alright people, God bless. I'm gonna read from the book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 7. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write these things, saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Okay, I'm reading from 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and this relates to the Antichrist topic. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, and that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to God for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because God hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Wherefore, whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Jesus Christ. Therefore, brethren, stand fast, hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistle. Now our Lord Jesus Christ himself and God, even our Father, which hath loved us and have given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace, comfort your hearts and establish you in every good word and work.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Get up!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, Ryan. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
46. Gun.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here go 46.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Running with Elliott. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Here we go, 47. Here you go. Here we go, 46, 46.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They give it off here to the tight end. And a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
20. Left.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He's back to throw. And incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, South. 12. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here. And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If
they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46, 26.
Prescott to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Good. Here we go. 46, 26.
Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to run this with a tight end. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. One that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6.
65.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the blitz does come. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated...